Two soldiers, one of the youngest and one of the oldest, were killed in a firefight while trying to stop roadside bombers.
I have not experienced any anger over this situation. I'm disappointed in what I've lost for my future. Just my personal loss.
The word Iraq is carved on his political tombstone, as his name is carved on the tombstones of hundreds of thousands of people whose lives have been lost directly as a result of his decisions, his bizarre special relationship with the worst US president in history. Monica Lewinsky's relationship to a US president was not as dog-like and devoted as Tony Blair's was, and that's the reason we are now one of the most hated countries in the world. It's quite a legacy.
You say that about the relationship with George Bush, but you heard him in that speech in Sedgefield. In his own words, take a look at the 10 years and make the point. He may have made wrong decisions, but he made decisions that he believed were right at that time. Do you not accept that?
Well, that's what every drunk driver gives as his alibi after he's mown down a crowd of people at a level crossing. That it was not his intention to bring about the carnage that eventually happened. We don't accept that as an alibi. If you get into the car drunk and drive at 100 miles an hour, you must expect something like that to happen. And he was well warned. He was well warned by millions of people marching on the streets of Britain, by our ambassadors in the region, by our foreign affairs specialists, and I predict you'll soon learn from leaked memoranda that he was warned even by members of his own cabinet from the Foreign Office. He was warned that the effect of all this would be exactly as it has turned out. And in the light of that, you have to conclude that this man is guilty of negligence on a scale which damns him forever, and I believe he will be damned forever.
You heard him in that speech talk about how September the 11th changed just about everything.
Yes, but the Iraqis had nothing to do with September the 11th. And catching the people who perpetrated September the 11th has been set back by the attack on Iraq and the hundreds of thousands who've died. And Al-Qaeda has never been stronger because of the decisions that Bush and Blair made. I said in Parliament just 4 days after 9/11, if we handle this the wrong way, we'll create 10,000 new Bin Ladens. In fact, we've created hundreds of thousands of new Bin Ladens. This swamp of hatred against us, which has been sown by Bush and Blair, is now bubbling away toxically, and all sorts of horrors are in there just waiting to climb out.
We have, it's been announced today, and within a few weeks, a change of Prime Minister. Do you anticipate, though, any change of policy? Because, of course, Gordon Brown has been there right throughout all of these key decisions.
Well, I'm the man who said that Brown and Blair are two cheeks of the same backside. And whilst I'm temperamentally inclined towards the left cheek of the two, most backsides are identical, left and right. And I don't expect any significant change. In which case, Labour is going down to defeat, which is, in a sense, the real legacy of Tony Blair, because he will have thrown away 3 landslide majorities and the 5th richest economy in the world, and let the Tories back in the race.
And in terms of where we are today, do you think we would have arrived at that point but for, would Tony Blair be leaving office within just a few weeks? Or would it have gone on for much longer?
He would have stayed until the end of this term, but for the damage that he has done to himself and the anti-war movement.
Simply spilled over into it.
Yes, it poisoned the entire political system. Nobody believes a word that the Prime Minister says anymore. Even Gordon Brown said so. He couldn't believe anything that Mr. Blair would ever say to him again. So it's poisoned our whole democratic system here and in the US. It's another of his legacies.